So it seems like the new hotness that everyone seems to be talking about is these large language models and artificial intelligence, such as ChatGPT or Agent GPT or AutoGPT, or the new Bing search AI system, Google Bard, etc. But how exactly is this going to transform military planning in the future? The integration of artificial intelligence in military operations has been actually an ongoing topic of discussion and debate for years now. Much of the AI field and the more advanced sectors of AI have been discussed within the halls of the Pentagon, etc. Many of those applications run in the realm of what is humane, what can AI do? But currently, we're still within the initial iterations of AI. We're just using it as a supportive technology to human beings. So things like large language models or LLMs, like OpenAI's ChatGPT-4, have really amazing capabilities in natural language processing, understanding, and generating answers. What we can do is look at what exactly the context of what this can be for the military from planning, some of the concerns that they may have, and some of the opportunities there are for collaboration. So before we get into the planning, you must understand that even for human beings, military planning is a complex process, and it involves a vast amount of analysis and data that looks at things like enemy capabilities, your own troop strengths and weaknesses, the weather, logistics, etc. Large language models and AI can assist planners by quickly processing and analyzing this data and streamlining the planning process and potentially reducing errors, especially the human error in this regard. The use of LLMs, such as ChatGPT, in military planning can lead to a lot of benefits. You can get improved decision making with rapidly analyzing historical data, insights on potential outcomes of various strategies, helping military planners make more informed decisions. They can predict potentially even adversarial moves by assessing their patterns of behavior and their history. They can complete enhanced communication software. They can help generate natural language summaries of complex data sets, or review AARs, or look at an entire system of chatting through what we used to call TigerNet, or whatever they use now in the S2 world, to consolidate all of the communications into one package that is easily readable, and it can increase situational awareness and better inform decision makers and leaders. It can also assist heavily in the logistics realm, specifically in the allocations of resources. You can optimize the supply chains. You can optimize predicted future demand so that you can get the things that are needed more quickly. This can minimize waste and the spending, and also ensure that you have on-time delivery of resources. In the training realm, there can be tailored training. We can use AI to develop customized training scenarios based on individual soldiers' needs and abilities. And this can create more efficient training and maximizing the potential of each soldier. And then finally, something that is always important as well is the support of morale and the mental health aspect. These large language models can be on-site psychological support to soldiers by engaging in natural language conversations with them, even on the battlefield, assisting in stress management and addressing some of the mental health concerns and providing feedback in real time rather than having them wait to go see a provider in the rear, so to speak. But there are some challenges here. The first and biggest is obviously the ethical considerations. The ethics of AI, the use of large language models, the use of things like more advanced versions of GPT-4, etc. As they become more sophisticated, the line between human and machine decision making may become blurred, and that leads to many concerns about accountability and responsibility in the event of mistakes or failures. Battlefields are chaotic. Battlefields are so fluid that even AI would struggle to identify the actual reality on ground in a way that we can say it's absolutely perfect. There will not be any perfect scenario. So the ethical considerations are something that are a big challenge and concern. Additionally, data security. The military planning involves processing highly sensitive information, and ensuring the security and confidentiality of this information is absolutely crucial. As these AI systems grow, cybersecurity measures must grow with them. So there's going to be a lot of computing power dedicated to cybersecurity. These AI models can also be used as infiltration techniques for other countries or other agencies' sensitive information. So that unauthorized access and potential leaks there needs to be addressed. There's also technical limitations. While we have a potential that's unlimited for the future, current large language models sometimes produce inaccurate or biased results, potentially leading to what we would think is faulty decision making. Human beings have this issue where we will look at something on a computer potentially and say it spits out data and say that data is correct because it was processed through the system. Well, if the underlying coding of the large language model is incorrect or the input of the data is incorrect, you get garbage in, garbage out, you may have bad decision making or inaccurate or biased results, leading to catastrophic situations on the battlefield. And then finally, along with what I just said, where humans rely on technology, this dependence on technology and over-reliance on the AI may result in decreased human analytical capabilities on the battlefield and over-dependence on the technology. So there must be a balance struck in leveraging the power of the large language models to consolidate the information, but not necessarily make the decisions for the humans. Maintaining the human involvement in the decision-making process is critical. And those are just some of the concerns that come up just glaringly. There probably are others as well. There is an ability for us to be able to collaborate more. We can share best practices. There's bunches of joint research initiatives where the Department of Defense can work with universities or other countries or other agencies to create more advanced models, better advanced systems that we can use in the unique challenges we likely will face as military planners. And then this collaboration effort needs to establish ethical guidelines, and it almost needs to be a global effort. As we've seen China say that they are using AI to integrate into their military, the United States is as well. The development of ethical guidelines for AI and large language models in military planning is a must, because we need to address the concerns about potential consequences of additional automated decision making. And finally, the interoperability. These AI systems can find ways to seamlessly communicate and information share between organizations, ensuring that everyone is integrated. That is a big issue in previous battlefields. The U.S. does it the best. We integrate very well in our combined arms efforts to create a military picture, a battlefield picture that shows everyone that is operating the battlefield, to include the enemy often. So the use of this in interoperability, the collaboration we can use is key. We don't want singular organizations outpacing other organizations within the United States, or even if we are interoperability within NATO, trying to have us run massive AI battlefield scenarios, but our partners and allies are struggling in just getting, the PowerPoint version up and running. So this AI is going to be a significant builder on what is already a large military technology complex that we have. And like in the civilian structure, the AI world is going to revolutionize the military. So we just need to make sure that we're being good stewards of the technology, that we are still leaning on the human expertise. We're still using the innovation and using the technology, but taking the decision making with a grain of salt, having stop gaps, using the enhanced communication, optimizing the resources, better supporting the soldier, especially in their well-being, as I said, with morale and their mental health, but also not taking the human aspect out of warfare. And I know that sounds weird, the humanity in warfare, but in the end, you're still taking lives, and you don't want to be deferring the life-taking measures to artificial intelligence.